Hello everybody and welcome back to OuiSims, and if you're watching this video it's likely you already know who I am, so hi, nice to see you guys again. And I wanted to just say a huge thank you. We recently hit 200 subscribers and that happened on the 7th of December, which is just wild. And today, the day that I'm recording this, is the 20th of December and we are on 230 subscribers. So I just wanted to say hi to everyone. It's lovely to meet you if you're new here. I'm really excited to have you here and I'm really appreciative that you are here. Please introduce yourselves in the comments. I really want to get to know the people that I'm making content for. It's really important to me that the stuff that I create is actually valuable to the people who watch it. And for those of you that have been around since the beginning, really, thank you so much for being here as part of this journey. I've had so much fun building up this community with you all. I also just wanted to give a tiny little update because these 100 subscriber check-in milestones are actually serving as nice little points where I can update you guys on where I'm actually at in my life, in a way that because it impacts you in some other way, or it will impact you. So the first thing being is that if you remember in my thank you for 100 subs video, thank you, I was going into a very stressful assessment period and I was like, no, of course I'll carry on making content, I can keep it up, I can balance it all. You know the lies we tell ourselves. So yeah, I'm sorry that the channel took that huge hiatus. I think between how can the Sims 4 improve and the start of the Legacy Challenge Let's Play, between those two videos a lot of chaos in academia unfolded in my personal life, and I am very excited and proud to say that I have passed, I have graduated, and I am a medical doctor by the grace of God. So I just wanted to say a thank you to you guys for also having patience with me and for sticking it through during this wild time that was September to the end of November, really. So the other thing with this is that in South Africa, once you graduate as a medical doctor, there are two things that you have to go through before you can actually practice independently. And the first of them is being an internship, and I'm going to be going into internship. It's a 2-year process now, and this is important for me to tell you guys because I'm actually going to be moving fairly soon, and so you will see a very different background, but I'm excited to say that it actually will be a streaming room and I won't be bothering my husband while I'm recording. He can't hear me now, he's playing Pokemon Shield, but I'm really excited for that because then I'll actually have a streaming room and I can work on having a really nice background and actually work on having a really nice setup. Oh, I said streaming room. My next surprise is that I'm working on getting a more stable internet connection so that when I do move over to that side of the world, I may actually be able to start streaming, which I'm super excited about. Hopefully by the time we do 300 subscribers, thank you video, I'll have a better grasp of what my background will actually look like, and you'll also get the chance to see a little bit. And at some point in the future, maybe I could even do a little bit of a room tour when there's more to tour than just a desk and a computer. So what this means for you is that the next couple of months are going to be a little bit unpredictable, and that is because I'm starting a new job at a relatively big hospital, and that's going to come with its own hours and overtime and things like that. So even though I have every intention of continuing to make content, and I'll have a lot more, in my opinion, free time because I don't have to balance my time between studying as much and working, and theoretically I should then be able to make more content, but we'll see how that holds up. I'm also hoping, like I said, with these incremental little updates, I can also keep this as an ongoing conversation with you guys, so you also know where I'm going and what's happening and what you can expect from OuiSims. The second thing is that some of you may remember that I actually had to say goodbye to a dear friend, and that was Anubis, my laptop. And Anubis was holding me over really well with recording, editing, and these kinds of things, but unfortunately he got old, 6 years old, and kicked the bucket, and I have actually reincarnated Anubis into a desktop PC. I ended up building this PC myself, and I feel like that's 95% of what makes me love it so much, and the other 5% is just that I love it, just it for what it is. And even if it wasn't my computer, I would just love it just because it's so beautiful and exactly what I need. And I'll be playing a little bit of B-roll at this point so you can see what Anubis looks like now and what he has been reincarnated into now. And it's not done by any means. My cable management, there are custom cables I want to get. There's some different, like I want to get like an aftermarket air cooler. I want to still do a little bit like to perfect it for me, and that's going to cost money and time and not going to happen immediately. And the other nice thing about these little thank you videos is that then I can even like give you little updates on it. But if I come to getting my specs sheet of my PC, so for those of you who are interested, and do not by any means, especially if you've come, like if you've subscribed as a result of like my 3 PCs for The Sims 4 like kind of build, do not think that you need this to play The Sims 4 at all. This is not for The Sims 4. I wanted this to make my life easier from an editing point of view. I wanted it to be capable of doing multiple things at the same time. You do not need all of this to play The Sims 4, and in all honesty a lot of it is overkill, and I just wanted to indulge myself for like some of these parts which are really beautiful. So for my CPU, I have the AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, as well as the Wraith Prism cooler, which is the stock cooler that came with it, and that's why I said one of the things is that I'd like to invest in an aftermarket cooler. The motherboard is the Asus Prime X470 Pro, which is what I recommended, like a baby brother version of in my budget build video. My graphics card is the EVGA version of NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 2070 Super in the XC Ultra Gaming flavor, and I have 32 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM from G-Skill, and it is the Trident Z Royal variety, which is just beautiful. In all honesty, I thought I was allergic to RGB. Like, I really did not understand why anyone on planet Earth would find having a rainbow inside your computer an attractive thing. But when I locked eyes with this RAM, life changed. Literally, my opinion switched in like a matter of milliseconds. I was like, this is the one. This is love at first sight, and I believe it is love at first sight. And yeah, I am very happy with that. My power supply is a Corsair RM750X, and I have a network card for Wi-Fi. I have 2 NVMe M.2s, one that is a bit faster and is where my operating system runs, and another one that is a relatively slower NVMe but is much larger in capacity, and that is the drive that I record these to. So I really wanted this. Oh, and the most important for me, the case for this is the NZXT H510 in white. And that was really important to me that I got this exact case. So have a dual monitor setup going at the moment. I've gotten a new keyboard and mouse because the ones I got were just like basic and entry level, and now I'm just like slowly upgrading each of these bits as I save a little bit more money from time to time. But this is a definite work in progress. So that's Anubis, my baby. I want to thank you again so much for your time and for sharing this really special and exciting journey with me. Sul. I'm not even going to add this in. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I can't do motivational talks. Hey, love. It's possible. In any case.